Om Sthapakaya cha dharmasya sarvadharmasvarupine avatara varishtaya Ramakrishnaya te namaha. Trailokya sang about the Divine Mother. We went through this in last class. Again we will go through. O Mother, I hide myself in thy loving bosom. I gaze at thy face and cry out, Mother, Mother. I sink in the sea of bliss and am lost to sense. In deep sleep, yoga sleep, I gaze with unwinking eyes upon thy face, powerless to turn away. O Mother, I am terrified by this world. My spirit trembles and cries out in fear. Keep me, sweet Mother, in thy loving bosom. Cover me with the spreading skirt of thy love. Two aspects. One is the world and the other is the Mother who governs the whole world and stands beyond. We first rush into the world. All jivas are living in the world according to their karmic load, possessing different bodies, different species they are born, and different lokas also, different planes of existence. Bhubha, Swaha, Maha, Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, and all those 14 planes of existence. All these places, each plane is consisting gross, subtle and causal. Each body is possessing gross, subtle and causal bodies. Beyond stands the Spirit. Beyond the universe stands the Divine Mother and the Lord of the universe. And they pervade the universe, and Lord gives the existence. Divine Mother governs the universe. They stand beyond and pervading it also. So, when we enter the world, we will not know its heat, scorching heat. It looks very fine, all objects of enjoyment, each is calling, captivating, and then we see, we rush into it. The moment we touch and hold it, it starts burning. And it doesn't end, nor it stops, because a small amount of enjoyment, sense pleasure comes in between and tries to console our soul. That makes us, oh, there is a hope, there is enjoyment. The next moment there is despondency, total lack of faith in oneself and this world. This continues lives after lives, never ending as if. So this, each time a man thinks there is enjoyment in this object and catches, it starts giving pain. This world is a beautiful world, provided you don't covet here anything as mine, or say it is for me. Mine, I, for me. These three starts giving the pain. You, yours, and for you. My body is for you. Use it as you want. I have no will. Guru Nanak says, merge your will in the divine will. That's the whole thing that we have to practice. No independent will. Sankalpa. In Bhagavad Gita also Krishna says, Sarva Sankalpa Sannyasi. All types of resolutions he drops away from his mind. So that kind of dissolution. So when we start doing, we get slowly this divine support. Each time we turn up and see, because of the scorching world, each time in the Upanishads, two birds perching on the same tree, Dvasuparnau, example is given. How each time one is sitting on the top of the tree without participating in anything, in its own glory, enjoying itself. And the other is jumping about here, there on the branches, eating some fruits, this, that. Each time he enjoys a sweet fruit, it gets elated. It doesn't want to leave. The next fruit he eats will be extremely bitter and painful. Then it sees, why this pain? He looks here, there and there. It sees the other bird. That bird is sitting in its own glory. It thinks, I must be like that. Just climbing one branch above, it sees another beautiful fruit there. It runs there. It wants to go, but the fruit draws it and it wants to enjoy. This desire, again it puts the mouth and sits sweet. The next it goes, again it gives pain. Again it looks like that, little by little, it wants to go. Finally it climbs on the branch, final branch in which the other bird is sitting. Then it goes by the side of the bird and looks, there are no two birds at all. It has become that bird which is sitting in its own glory. We have two aspects of our existence, the spiritual aspect and the bodily identity. Bodily aspect of our existence and spiritual. The spiritual is sitting quietly within, enjoying its own glory. This body-mind complex is running about here and there with the ego, driven and finding, oh, what a painful, what a joyful. The alternating pain and pleasure it undergoes, and finally each time he says, enough of it, no more. It is retiring, he is keeping one step towards the Atman. Each pain is making him keep a place at the feet. Then we see finally it has reached the divine. So, only thing, the important principle in this world is, if you want to evolve, you have to sacrifice. And the suffering is necessary precondition of evolution. How many people sacrifice their life for the sake of various causes? Some for their own desires fulfillment. Some people for the others' welfare. Some for the nation. Some for the community. Some to oppress the adharma. All have sacrificed their life. And who have sacrificed for God alone have become immortal. So that immortality is what is expected. The master shed tears of love and cried out, ah me, ah me. Finally, we go to the mother who is standing independent of the universe. And as he goes closer and closer to mother, his bodily identity drops away. His pure spiritual existence shoots forth. is bliss in the ocean of bliss. He is a wave of bliss in the ocean of bliss. That's what he says. I sink in the sea of bliss and lost to senses in yoga's deep sleep. I gaze with unwinking eyes upon their face, powerless to turn away. That transcendental bliss, Ananda. Master Trailokya sang again, O Lord, destroyer of my shame, who but thyself can save the honor of thy devotee? Thou art the ruler of my soul, my very life's support, and I am thy slave for evermore. The song continues, is given up to here. O Lord, destroyer of my shame. There are two important meanings here. Destroyer of shame is one of the shackles that bind the soul. Lajja, Ghrana, Bhay, all these jati, kula, these are the 8 fetters with which we have been bound, and we have to remove these shackles ourselves. With the help of Guru, they achieve. And the other are called bondages. Bondage cannot be destroyed. It has to be released by someone. What we have bound ourselves with, I belong to that caste, this, that, white and black, it is our own bindings. So this we have to remove and emerge out. But birth and death, karmic load and all we cannot destroy. Divine Mother has to do it. So this shame is one of the things, lajja, which is an obstruction to yoga. So this is destroyer of shame. Another is, but who but thyself can save the honor of thy devotee? This is self-imposed shame that we have, with which we cover our body and move about. I'm afraid with all people sitting, I don't want to sing in front of those people for the fear that if I make a mistake, what people will think. I don't know how it will be, my singing. All these limitations that we put upon ourselves. And hesitate. This is one type of shame. The other is, others insult us, shaming others. Now, suppose somebody, look at that person, how he walks, how she combs her hair, this, that and all. They are as if they are showing their contempt. It is a shame upon me. They are throwing a shame upon me. I feel guilty. So this shame, God alone removes. He has to remove. Because right understanding to be given to me to take it. One day I have to emerge out of this. People's sayings. Somebody praises, somebody spreads blasphemy. Oh, it's all game. I may have to do my duty, but I should not be affected by anything. The mana, apamana, praises and blames should not affect me. I may have to suppress them, tell them, don't do like that and all that. But inside, I must be calm and joyful, which their words is not going to be shake. I am not going to shake out by their words. When they praise also, I should take. When they blame also, I should not take. This shame, the God must give me the strength to transcend the dualities and go beyond. The putraishana, vittaishana, lokaishana. The lokaishana, nobody should point their fingers to me. Lokaishana. I want to be somebody in the, almost honor me, respect me, give me a place, all these demands of the mind. When I go to somebody's house, they don't welcome me, then I don't want to go again. Maybe that person needs, or there is a need for someone, but I hesitate to go because he is not giving me any importance or respect or honor. So these things cause a great problem in our spiritual path. Where is my duty? You see, Arjuna doesn't want to fight. Krishna wants him to fight because it is duty, not for gain or loss. It is neither for gain, it is your duty. You are responsible for it. You have taken up that charge and you are responsible. You have born in that particular way, in particular house as a Kshatriya, and you have to do your duties. Like that, here also, we seeking honor and all that. Thou art the ruler of my soul. You are the ruler of my soul. Which way it has to go? How he has to think about himself or the world. How he must be loving in spite of the insults that people throw upon. All this has to be guided by a force and power which is beyond all this. The Lord is the control of the whole universe with all beings. He is the controller for all jivas. So now it is not, we are not asking someone of whose we are a part and who is responsible for our life. He is the controller of our life. So here he is telling, thou art the ruler of my soul, my life, very life's support. And just like air is the life, my life support. If air is blocked, the person dies away. Water may take a little more time. If you block the water, still he may survive even for 15 days or so. But if you stop the air, if the God is supporter of life, if God gives a momentary death, like that. I am the slave forevermore. That is total surrender, unconditional surrender. I give myself entirely. Wherever you keep, in whatever way, I accept. In hell or heaven, I gladly accept and gladly undergo the course that you are giving me. He continued, seeking a shelter at their feet, I have forevermore set aside my pride of caste and race, Jatikul. And, O Lord, and turned my back on fear and shame. Same sense, you see the shackles that is binding the soul. Fear and shame. Lajja, Ghrina, Bhai. Shame comes. Fear comes, Bhai. A lonely pilgrim on life's way. We are all, but we don't realize each one is alone going. He thinks people around are his and they are all giving him company. Never. Each one is living his own life. Who can give the company to anybody? Nobody can. Because body and body, self and self. When we sleep, the moment we sleep, neither the world nor the people. Who is giving me company? Only external bodily level, body is giving company. And when I sleep, even that gets put off. And I am alone for the long period of night, till again dawns. I am alone, I am passing through. Who is nobody, no companion. We are waking up, I get the Brahma, delusion, I get deluded. I am this body and these are my people giving company. But inner soul, inner self remains the same, unaffected by all these external. No, somebody is by the side, somebody is sitting on the lap, it doesn't matter. It is there in its own state. Where shall I go for succor now? For thy sake, Lord, I bear men's blame. This is an important part. All odds of life, if you love God and you know God is governing this world and His life, it is acceptable. We never think of this part that God is ruling. We have complained against everything. Why? This is not right, that is not right, this is like this, that is like this. All these problems are raising only because of I don't know, I am not aware of God is ruling this world, ruling my life. Otherwise I have no complaints, zero complaints. When Lord is governing this universe, what to speak and what not to speak. For thy sake, Lord, I bear the men's blame. I had told you earlier in one of these how a Swami was beaten. Some people mistook him to be a thief and he was beaten nicely by 3 people. Then after receiving all the blows, he stands up and says, I am military trained. I can kill now all the 3 of you. For the love of God, I bear all this and excuse you, all the 3. And he walks off. Now, you see, for love of God, for love of God. They rail me with bitter words and hate me for my love of thee. Both friends and strangers use me ill. Thou art the guardian of my name. Thou mayest save or slay me, Lord. Upon the honor of thy servant rests, O Lord, thy name as well. Thou art the ruler of my soul, the glow of love within my heart. Do with me as it pleases thee. Finally, slowly we move. First we get a little understanding of there is a power which is governing all this and governing my life. To come to this, lot of sufferings through many lives we pass through. Then we start peeping beyond and trying to understand why some are enjoying, why some are suffering. Finally we see, slowly we are moving, accepting the God as some power which is governing all this, and there is no injustice either in nature or in God. Then there begins acceptance of God. Finally, acceptance of the world as it is and all events as they are. I have neither complained nor question to ask why. Once more he sang, O Lord, thou hast taken me from home and made me captive with thy love. shield me forever at thy feet, O thou beloved one. Upon the nectar of thy love, feed me both day and night, and save Premdas, who is thy slave. How the things are coming, you see. A saint who may be there at home, but is not of home. The love of God has made him free from all the attachments to the world, attachments to the family. He has expanded to the cosmic level. He has expanded to the global level. He says, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Whole universe, wherever, whatever kind of beings are there, they belong to me, I belong to them. That identity, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, the whole universe as one, and I belong to them, and they belong to me. This expansion, this is possible only when divine love enters his soul and his love makes him surrender to the divine's feet, Lord's feet. This, immediately the heart expands to be one with the rest of the. Now, from the home, that love of God, God's love has eliminated him from his bodily identity, from the family identity, from the national identity, from the global identity. He sees himself belonging to all belonging to him. That separation, as if it is coming to one of the, thou hast taken me from home and made me a captive with thy love. Shield me forever at thy feet, O thou beloved one. Upon the nectar of thy love, feed me both day and night, and save Premdas, who is thy slave, who is the author of this song. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.